Hi all, I hope you all are doing good. Today we'll be talking about the Tinker vs. Moines court case, which occurred in December 1965 between high school and junior high students and the Des Moines Independent Public School District. This court case occurred because high school and junior high students were wearing black armbands in school, and the school officials did not like that. This court case was resolved in the Supreme Court of the United States in February of 1969. The real question in this case is, why did this happen? The reason this happened is high school and junior high students wanted to wear black armbands in protest of the Vietnam War in Des Moines, Iowa. They felt like these armbands would be a good way to show their support for the soldiers in Vietnam. They did not like the way the Vietnam soldiers were being treated. So they thought this would be a good way to exercise their First Amendment rights and their freedom of expression by wearing black armbands in school. However, regardless of the students' dedication of protesting the Vietnam War by wearing black armbands, the principals and administrators of the schools did not like this idea because they thought it would disturb the learning of other students. The reason for wearing the armbands in school is that the students in high school and junior high wanted to wear these armbands to show of protesting the war. They felt like this would be a good way to peacefully protest using the First Amendment and the freedom of expression. But they didn't like how 18-year-old boys would be drafted into the war. First off, we're going to start off with a little review. A plaintiff is a person who brings a case against another court of law. So plaintiffs in this case would be the Tinker children and Christopher Eckhart. The plaintiffs were represented by the ACLU and Dan L. Johnson. The plaintiffs were Mary Beth Tinker, age 13, a student at junior high school. Christopher Eckhart, age 15, student at high school. John F. Tinker, age 15, a student at high school. Parents of the Tinker children. The Tinker vs. Des Moines historical landmark case brought up many different topics. This landmark case brought up the topics of the First Amendment right, the freedom of speech, and the freedom of expression. In this case, the main controversy of this case is the First Amendment right for students, especially the freedom of expression. The landmark case occurred in Des Moines, Iowa. There were multiple schools where the students were sent home. The high school students were sent home first. John F. Tinker goes to North High School. He was sent home December 17th. Christopher Eckhart goes to Roosevelt High School. He was sent home December 17th as well. Mary Beth Tinker, the junior high school student, goes to Warren Harding Junior High School. She was sent home December 16th. The Tinker children and the school administrators come up with a plan to bus the students wearing the black armbands. The school administrators for the students of the schools heard about what their plan was going to be by wearing the black armbands with peace signs. School administration heard about what was going on, so they had a meeting on December 14th to discuss students' consequences for wearing armbands. The school reasoning came up with the students wearing black armbands. They had thought that would disrupt other students because the students would wonder why specific students were wearing black armbands with peace signs, what it meant. Mary Beth Tinker arrives at Warren Harding Junior High School on December 16, 1965. She was greeted by a few students asking her what her black armband meant. She said, "Oh, it's to protest the Vietnam War, using my freedom of expression, the First Amendment. I do not think people in the Vietnam War are treated correctly." She was then greeted by administrators of Warren Harding Middle School, asking her to politely take off her armband. She said, "No, I can have my armband on because of the First Amendment and the freedom of expression." She was then suspended because she would not take off her black armband with a peace sign.